Hello and welcome to our social science class. Today we are going to discuss first lesson of economics, that is development. Already in the last section we had already discussed about the introduction of this lesson and some important terms that you should be familiar with regarding development and measurement of development. Today in this lesson we will go a little bit deeper to understand what development is. So look here, look at idea of development and progress. This idea of development and progress, it has been always there in our mind. Means each one of us has aspirations, desires regarding our life and how to live our life. We know we have aspirations and desires about what would like to do in our life and also how we could do that, how we would like to do that, and how we would like to lead our life. It is individual aspirations. Then what about country? A country has also have, we have similar ideas about our country also. What a country should be like, what type of country we would like to live in. Sometimes we ask that what are the important things we would like to do in our life, what are the essential commodities and goods, things that I need in our life, daily life. All these are various questions we ask. Then we can say, can we make our life more better for all, not just for me, but for all. And sometimes we ask that, how can we live together? We are coming from different backgrounds. So how should we people live together? Can we create more equality in our society? Can there be more equality in our society? All these are the questions that we ask as a part of development debate and topic. In this topic, we would like to discuss these questions. All these are various aspirations and desires of people. And again, people have aspirations and desires. They also would like to achieve that. They know ways and methods that they can use to achieve these aspirations and desires. So these are a complex task. It's not just easy task because hundreds of millions of crores of people, their aspirations, desires are different, and achieving that also involves a huge task. All these questions are also part of political science and history. In history, also many questions like this we ask. Why? Because if you don't know what happened yesterday, then it would be very difficult for us to discuss what will happen today or tomorrow. So many questions. For better tomorrow, we should know what happened past. Then only we could become a better decision makers. Once we have taken decisions and once we have formulated our development goals, aspirations, desires, then what is next? What next point, next question is how to achieve that. In order to achieve that, we need institutions. We need a setup, a structure. We need a country. We need parliament. We need assembly. We need institutions like schools, like colleges, like hospitals, road, electricity, hundreds of institutions. And there it includes also process. We call it democratic process. So democratic process must be there. That would be helping us to achieve our goals. So these questions are covered in political science. That's why I'm telling that these questions are not only including development the topic in economics, but also part of history and science. Look at this image, this figure, this illustration. You see that these people who are living on an apartment flat. Look at one person who's there and pulling the rickshaw. The whole structure of that building was supported by the rickshaw puller. What does that rickshaw puller think about his life aspirations? He thinks that the people who are living in this flat and apartment, they require our help, our assistance. Without us, they can't grow, they can't develop. But what is our position? We are still poor. What about our development? We are not developing, they are developing. So these sort of questions also people ask as a part of development discourse and topic. Then we will go to we'll go to and discuss some of the um, development promises and different people, and how different their goals are. Different people have different goals, their aspirations are different. Look at this illustration also. He is saying that one is asking there, I want I want a car. Then what would be the reply the person gives? Hey, it is not possible in our country, the country which was structured, the way in which the way the country was set up. You can't aspire for car. The minimum that you can do that, at least you think about, you can imagine that you can own a rickshaw that you are pulling now, that you can own in future, only that much. Because people that time was very thinking like think this way, because nothing would change. Poor people always remain poor, rich will become only rich, more richer. So this sort of thinking and development aspirations are also widespread among people. So now look at some of the goals and different categories of persons from our diverse background. How do they think? What would be their aspirations? Look at category of persons, then their development goals. First two categories of persons, their aspirations and goals have been solved here. Look at landless rural laborers, workers, rural workers in land agriculture field. They don't own land, they don't have their own land. What do they think? What would be their aspirations, goals? Do they think that we aspire that more days of work, we need more works, better wages, increase in wages? We need schools in our villages, local schools. Local schools should admit our children, for they should give good quality educations. There must not be any discrimination, social caste discrimination in schools. We also want to become leaders in our villages. So these are their development goals. Look at another example. Prosperous farmers from Punjab, rich farmers from Punjab. What would be their aspirations? They may think that for our crops we should get good price, high prices for our crops, because we through our hard working, our cheap laborers we need, through them we cultivate. So we need more price, good price, and our children's we should be able our children we should be able to send our children abroad for education to make them settle there. That would be their aspirations. Then look at the farmers who are depending on rainfall for their agriculture. Farmers would depend only for their agriculture only on rainfall. Then what would be their aspiration? They think that every year there must be a good amount of rainfall so that we could start our agricultural activities. They may aspire. That would be their desire. Not just that. They can after harvest, we should get good price, MSP, and good price for our crops, crop insurance, better irrigation facilities. We always depend on rainfall. If the rainfall is not normal, then we can't do our agriculture, so we need irrigation facilities. These are their aspirations. A rural woman from a land owning family, look at a rural woman who are living in rural area, but they have land. She thinks that from land we should get more income, and more better living standard. As a rural woman, I should also get to better opportunity and better equal opportunity in my household. And then my children should get I should be able to give better education for my children. All these are their aspirations. For an urban unemployed youth, unemployed they think that quite natural. They are seeking employment. We are educated, we are unemployed, so we need education. That would be their better living conditions. A boy from rich urban family, He may think that I want a car, I would like to buy bike, and I would like to study in a particular, they want that particular prestigious college, and to go and would like to go abroad and for better education, better, and I would like settle there. He may think like that. What about a girl from rich urban family? She may think in similar way, but a little bit different. As compared to a boy in a rich urban family, a rich girl may not get that much freedom. Therefore, she may think that I should get much freedom as my brother. I should also able to think about my life. What would I to do in my life? I should be free to choose. Also, I want to go abroad. I should be allowed to go abroad also to have my education done. So this way, they also think about their aspirations. Then an Adivasi, a tribe from a Narmada Valley. A valley, you know that Narmada Valley, sir, Narmada is a river. There was a construction of dam across the river, and lack of tribal people, Adivasi communities, people were displaced from there. They lost their land. What would be there? They were living for centuries there. They lost their livelihood, their forest, their culture. So, what would they think about their aspirations? They may think that we need more, better. If you are not able to provide the same land, you should provide us an alternative place for our agriculture, livelihood, and everything. They may think. So, in this way, for different persons have different development goals, aspirations. You can also add more categories of persons and find out their aspirations. You can fill here. So here, so in this way, people think the notion of development, idea of development are different for different persons. Each one of them seeks different things. Each one of them different goals are set. They want to do the things that are more important in their life, and also they would like to achieve and fulfill their aspirations and desires. Sometimes two persons may have a different sometimes they may have similar things, sometimes they have different goals, sometimes they have different goals, but it is entirely conflicting also, because the goal you said that I don't like, that it is bad for me, is conflicting. Your goal is conflicting with my goal. That is there. Suppose a girl expects much freedom, as much freedom and opportunity as brother. So brother gets all opportunity and the freedom to move, do what he likes to do. But I am not allowed. I should also get as much freedom as my brother. And at home also, lot of works are there. Only I am doing everything. My brother also should share the workload. She may think that that would be her aspirations. Look at another example for industrialists, business persons. What would be their aspiration? They need more electricity for their business, for their industries. Where do they get electricity from? They will force, they will seek, they will ask government to build more dams, and make electricity. We can we can run our industries. We need electricity. So that is their aspirations and their goals. What would be the goal of the people who are living in dam site? If, if we build big dams, it will destroy environment. The people who are living there near that dam site, they will be displaced. Lakh of people, tribal people, Adivasi people are displaced when we build a dam there. So for Adivasi people, the aspirations are entirely that is going against the goal of industrialists. For Adivasi people, you should not build big dams. Instead of big dams, construct small check dams and small tanks also you build, so that we can use water for irrigation facilities. So both of their aspirations are different, not just different, it's conflicting. See, in this way we can explain that different persons, different people, different categories of people have different aspirations, developmental goals. Not only may be different from each other, it is also sometimes conflicting. Also, it is too dangerous and destructive for other persons. Look at this caricature illustration. The person who are sitting in car, who is sitting in car, he says, looking at that lady is so poor. These people don't like to develop. Who, where in the world that who the poor people say that they don't want to develop? All people want to develop. All people want better housing. All people want to get a job. All people want education, good facilities, calm and quiet and peaceful life. So do the poor people not seek better living conditions? Then how can he say like that? So in this way, the development goals and aspirations are different from person to person. So I'm stopping here today. Today, this is small part by part. We will discuss the lesson, and the better you read the lesson. Reading the lesson is very important. And if you have any doubt and clarification you require, you comment on on our send comments, and you can ask me to clarify the doubts. I will do that. So today is stop here. I am stopping here. Thank you for coming attending class, and see you again on next video. Thank you.